That would be a beautiful thing so that we can remember everything that we're talking about. So, see, I told you guys I have no brain. Anyways, welcome. I see that we have Sharmil here. Just want to let you know, this is the autism, the ACE committee, the autism committee, and this is just our executive board meeting. And of course, you are welcome. This is our planning meeting. So we're just talking about the upcoming meetings that are coming up, any of our planning session, but you are definitely welcome to be here. So welcome and hello. You are more than welcome to unmute, say hello, and if there's anything you need to say, feel free to hop in since we're a nice small group today. Gosh, was there anything else we needed to address? I think those were the main things that we need to talk about as far as meetings go. So we've got autism and anxiety for the next meeting. We talked about April, so that's February, that's April. March, what were we thinking about for March? I know we've got our little list. Of course, I don't have it pulled up right in front of me. Let me pull it up of topics.
Are you on Google Docs?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay.
So I know that, like, you know, recently our schools had like considered inclusion week or inclusion day. Does anybody hear anything about that? Did their school do anything? Did
Our school
do anything?
Our school does
I just love to know.
Yeah, our school does it, and but they do a pretty good job of it most of the time. It's just been right now, everything's such a mess. Yeah.
I mean, I agree completely, but I feel like there wasn't even anything from the district on like that day. No email, no link, no, you know, like there was nothing, not even like a little informational piece, you know. I think it's, I mean, even though I know there's so much going on and I get it, but I feel like, you know, these are the times when those, especially the, you know, those holiday, those, you know, days come up, nobody pays attention to them. And normally it would be like us who at our school would be like, hey, you know, this is coming up. Like, what are you guys doing for it? But now I'm not in the school like that. So I can't really push it to say that, you know.
Right. I'm trying to find where
but it shouldn't be that way. It should be that our district is telling our schools to be doing X, Y, and Z, or to send something out, or
I know in the past they've given out recommendations, like they've emailed different things to do, and it's
yes, I have seen that. Yes, but I didn't see that this time. I have to say
anything with that.
No, even our teachers, same thing here. My teachers were not even like, oh, mentioned it for the day. There wasn't like a discussion or, you know, a project or something to be done in the class. I mean, if it was one little worksheet, at least you know that it's talked about, you know, for that day. But no, it definitely wasn't. I don't know.
Good one for March that I was okay, here's two different ones that might be good for March. Either music therapy or the wandering and elopement.
Felicia, when's the restraint and seclusion bill hitting the floor?
It's gonna be soon. So I mean, if you want,
like very soon, right?
Yeah, it's going to be very soon because they already put up.
Be a good meeting in and of itself.
Within the next week or two, that bill will probably post up again. Yeah.
Maybe we should flip it. Maybe we should do the anxiety in March and do the restraint and seclusion and all the bills and stuff for autism and related disabilities in February.
Good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Whatever you're available for, Felicia, because you're the expert on all that kind, you know, when it comes to.
Yeah, I mean, I would think for February that would be good because that's like the time where the legislators are getting all those calls and where they should be. And so the more you talk about it like currently now, is better. Like April will be a little too far about it. So it's
and let me know how I can help about maybe setting up some sort of like form stuff that we can put up on our website for them to click to, or if you have something up on your website already that I can just have them click to, or whatever we can do.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll look at that for sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, just whatever we can do to make it easy for parents, because if we just tell them, oh, send a letter, they'll be like, oh yeah, that sounds great. Next. you know, they rarely
I mean,
do.
if you want, maybe if you would like, I could probably talk with Stacy and see if she wants to come in on February's and talk about like that whole legislative, how it works.
Yeah.
She could talk about restraint institution, like she could talk about all of that, and you know, I'm sure she won't mind.
Steve too.
Yeah,
and you could also, I mean, even if you just invite him to come, he's always ready to.
I love everybody.
Even if you just tell him to come, he's always ready to jump on in. So
he's so much fun. I love him. Yeah. I really do.
He has a lot of background information on that restraint and seclusion bill, so he's.
Yeah, there is. So I'm pretty sure, and I mean, like Stacy's so much about that she would be so driven to speak about that. Like that.
No, she's available. That would be fantastic.
Okay, so I'll find out. What was the date for February?
Let's look at the date for February.
Does
anyone have that readily available?
February 4th?
What time? Okay. That would be a
6:30.
6:30.
Oh, which is good because that's more apparent and that's a good one. So, okay, perfect. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys. I will speak to her and see if she could come in and talk about that. And she'll discuss bills, how they go to it. Like, I mean, mainly, you know, and then explaining all of that, which is good. And I'll help her by navigating and showing where people can go and things like that. So I think it'll be good. But I think hearing it from her as an advocate who goes to Tallahassee on a regular, who speaks to legislators on a regular, she can really give that info. And even now, like she probably is going to meet with Senator Book, who is local, within like probably this coming weeks or so. So I'm pretty sure she'll have valuable information that she can give.
Yeah,
perfect.
We are going to be presenting to Senator Book hopefully in a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, for your that's right.
She's really great.
Yeah, she is.
Is that PIP that you're doing, Darlene?
Yeah, she's in PIP.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Yes, my group is doing something really good. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about it or not. I guess I'll wait until we do this. But
it's okay.
I'm super excited about it because it's partially about inclusion, but
it's okay.
So,
I did it last year. It was excellent. It was very good.
I'm a little nervous, but I think it's going to be good. So
it's you guys' project
for you
right,
guys.
Darlene?
Yeah,
like that was you guys' your team's project. Okay, cool.
Not just inclusion. Yeah, it's a whole. We're trying to. Am I allowed to? I guess I can talk about it, right?
Yeah, your thing's over.
Okay.
You could.
No, it's not over. We haven't done it yet.
Well, I mean, like you guys graduated though. You could.
No, we didn't graduate
You
yet.
didn't graduate.
We have our last class
through
this month.
February or something like that.
Oh, it's
yeah.
February.
Oh wait, next meeting.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can wait.
I'll message you.
yeah, that's okay. No problem. Either way, it's fine. No big deal. I don't think it's a big deal. You could if
just
you
in
want
case.
to.
I know Stacy's. I want to stay in line. With things,
yeah,
so.
no, I think she'll be fine. You'll be okay. Stacy's about more info you could give to somebody that's regarding things like that. She's like, when it comes to that, she's like a little kid when it comes to that legislative stuff. Like
She loves that stuff. Oh my gosh.
Like she is so into it. So
crazy.
I can't tell you. It's like, yeah, you have to see if you. I've been with her to Tallahassee, and I will tell you, it is like
extreme.
She is super hyper and hyped about it. It's like
they didn't go with her, but they went with Dr. Alessandri, and he's about equivalent level but a male.
Oh yes, yes.
You know who's really good? If you can rope him, is Robert Holroyd, because he used to work there and he knows the building inside and out, and he knows every single solitary assistant in that building. And his girlfriend is there right now too. So it's a good one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's cool
Michael,
too.
Where Michael's funny is Michael just cracks me up. He's hilarious. He's just fun people to hang out with.
Yeah.
Robbie actually told us he would show us the elevator situation when we're there, because I didn't really I didn't see the elevator situation in Tallahassee.
Conversation.
Yeah, no, the elevators, like the different elevators or where they go, whatever. But
Where
funny
they
story,
go.
Robbie, I don't know him, but I don't know what I just did. His aunt has known me since I was a little girl. When he came on our one of our classes, I was like, oh my God, I think he even showed a picture of her or something. I'm like, that's Leanne Holroyd. She's known me since I was a little kid in the Keys. So such a small world.
Yeah, small world. It's true.
All right. Well, is there anything else we needed to address? Anything else we need to take care of?
I have a question for you guys, because some of our kids are enjoying the e-learning, or they're trying to. They're doing better, I should say, than not enjoying them, but they're trying. They're doing. Some of our kids are doing better doing the e-learning. Some of them are not. I know. I'm just wondering if there's in the future, if there's perhaps a conversation topic on virtual school, on the Florida virtual school or the Broward virtual school. I have no experience with it. We're actually considering, because it's a part of the public school system. We're actually considering getting Adrian into that. Just a thought that came out, because we have to make decisions pretty soon ourselves, but that would be helpful for our parents in the future, I believe.
Yeah, I agree. We're starting next week, actually.
You're starting
Our daughter is, yes.
with virtual school?
Our virtual. She did do Florida virtual over last quarter and part of summer. And she actually has a class that she's still doing Florida virtual, but she's this is her last week. And I can't wait.
She's doing the FLVX Flex, or is she doing the
BVS? She has a class. You can do both. She has a class still at FLVS, because BVS is like I mean, they do some things a little different and they're local, obviously, but they're like a subsidiary of FLVS. So yeah, I was actually just talking to the principal for like an hour. He's the best.
Oh, wow. I need to connect with
Darlene, what grade is that? What grade is
that? That's 7th.
My kid's in 7th grade too.
Middle school. I'm probably gonna put my son in
the same
for the
direction
fall.
I am. Are they looking to expand K through 5?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, because my son's really struggling.
I didn't talk to him about that. I did last year because I was considering taking Gabriel out, but didn't have room, as you know, and it's a totally different program. But I'm not really sure. I didn't ask because now I'm thinking about Gabriel going to middle school in the fall. So that's what I'm hoping to do, is that he will be there too, because I don't really want them in 2 different places anyway. It's already so confusing as it is. So yeah, I mean, we've already experienced a little bit of it because of FLVS, and I gotta say, for her at least, and she's next to me, but I can say this, needing something to have control over. She loves that she has a pace chart and she could set her own pace. That like in the summer and the last quarter of last year, I saw her like thriving for a little bit, being able to do that. And it just, as horrible as all this is, that was a blessing to see that, because then I realized, okay, maybe that would be better for her. And then she started voicing it that she could not take this being on the computer from morning until night, because she's also she has the EP too, and so she's in it like advanced classes, and it was you know, it's a little bit of a heavier workload, but it's horrible being on the computer from morning until night.
Yeah, that's what we're having issues with too. Yeah, because Sean's in the same
like
boat.
Monday when the internet went down, that was the best day for everybody.
I think
if the internet could break every day and just let us do our own thing,
Danilo, that's a great idea. Maybe we should look at that for March.
I think that's a good idea, because a lot of families don't know how it works, what they do. And I hear a lot of kids that are on it, they get like a whole week to complete the assignment. Like it's a little less, you know, demand of like, okay, here's your assignment. You have to finish this one by today, this one by tomorrow, this, you know, like that.
And the principal is amazing. He is so personable. I mean, the guy, every time I've talked to him, he spent over an hour talking on the phone, no lie. But he is just really like in it for the right reasons. Is he creates like a family atmosphere. He knows that, like, I've given them her IEP and all that, but he is like, we're gonna get her involved in some social things so that she can because we still have to pick electives, because in regular school our band teacher did not get his what do you call it, accommodations, and so two of her 6 classes she's basically had a sub in there. She hasn't played an instrument in months. Yeah,
Wondering
I
if
don't
you
care.
ought to just add in like a miniature, not like a full-blown meeting, but a miniature resource sometime sooner in between, and just because this is information that'd be useful a lot sooner than March, because
Yeah.
I think things might
It would be
blow
great.
up.
Maybe
He would
Darlene
talk.
should see.
He would come and talk if you wanted him to. He's really
Yeah, maybe either him or he can suggest who he would like to do it. You know what I mean? But then giving out that info, like what
Because
it's
I
like.
don't mind hosting a Zoom just for, and just purely informational. Doesn't have to be something that's a full blown, meeting, just hey, this is just for people who want to come get some information. I'm concerned that things might really blow up next week.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's
Because
really
I've already
important
got
too, and
teachers
if he
completely
doesn't know somebody-
panicked. I've got parents panicked. I got a phone call today from my school, from my son's school, my younger son, who's doing fantastic, by the way, pressuring me to bring him back. Pressuring me.
I also heard I didn't get an email, but I heard that, and it was on a forum actually on, ESC Advisory's Facebook page, that parents are getting emails and calls that their kids are not doing well.
And Cody's doing fantastic.
Yeah, and that they're not aware of it. Like the teacher's not telling them that. So this email or letter just came like an automated thing.
Yeah, and I told her, I'm like, I don't know who you're talking to. And I asked her, she goes, no one talked to me.
No.
She said, no one talked to me.
I got the email too, and I don't even know which kid it's for.
Yeah, that's another thing I heard.
He was mentioning to me today when I was talking to the principal of BVS that how many kids are failing and how many thousands are still not even logging on, and that the teachers are, their hands are tied because they're,
I'm not failing.
I know you're not failing. This is the problem when you're next to your child.
You're doing great, hon.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. It's okay. You don't have to share. Okay. Next time. My phone is dying and I'm next to the battery.
Oh, you can go whenever you need to.
No, it's fine, by the news. And she just came out because she wants to see the news of what's happening, because we never have the news on.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you want, I have to talk to him again because there's some, like, we have to pick the electives and stuff like that. And I've gotten kind of close with him.
Let's
so I
touch
can ask
base
him if you
maybe
want.
later today or tomorrow about that whole, Broward virtual stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Darlene, just a quick question. Is your daughter going full-time virtual school?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And they accepted it mid-year?
Well, no. Okay. Florida virtual school, you can do flex time.
Right.
Broward virtual is full time. There's not an option. So did they accept her? They were full, but we applied last year because I sensed that this was going to be, so he kind of, he didn't hold me a spot, but I had a spot because the only thing I had to do was a final registration. She was already in.
Gotcha.
So yeah, but they will, I'm sure, have space again. I don't know when, maybe now. I don't know. I didn't ask that question again because it wasn't on my list of questions.
I may have to, I'm going to message you. Maybe we can connect because we're making decisions about Adrian's for quarter 3 and quarter 4 semester 2. And right now the options are combination of public with the local school and up to 3 classes with virtual school, or 4 classes with virtual school as a homeschool kid, which is basically public school. So, but both are, with FLVS.
I will tell you that Broward virtual works, like if the teachers and the principal at your homeschool work with them, which mine don't seem to want to, they will, like the band teacher, before he left, he was all like, yep, we're going to have her do band even when she's at BVS, and I'm going to keep her participating. Well, now he's gone because he didn't get, his leave, and I don't know if he's coming back. And now she's going to be involved in, like, I think student council. They gave her permission, like, to other social groups and stuff. But then there's other things that, like, she just won the spelling bee today in her class, and the school won't let her participate in the next level, which is the school, because she's going to be leaving next week. So I'm going to have to, like, not that I want to pick that battle right now, but I'm still going to contact all the teachers and be like, what is it? Can she still be involved or not? Like, so, but Broward Virtual told me that they can, as long as the principal and the teachers are acceptable to it. Now, are, good with it, but mine have given me trouble with a lot of things. So
I just got a
I
call.
can't promise you that.
I just got a call from the guidance counselor today about them saying yes, that Adrian can do both.
Oh, that's good. Good.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. And I may call you. I may send you a message.
Sure. No problem. Anytime.
Thank you.
Hello. I know I'm a visitor and I'm a guest, but I actually was at the staff meeting with BVS earlier today, and I just put a link inside the chat to, I found out about BVS through Ed Talk, and they had I think it was in December or November, and so BVS was the host, yes, and I thought they did a great job during Ed Talk to differentiate between e-learning and BVS,
Yes.
the virtual learning. And what I told the staff there is, I feel this is the future, where you could learn at your own pace, especially for students with learning differences. Yeah, it's so this, what I put in the chat, which I found out today, he had a student put that together last minute. And so it just kind of demonstrates what they do. But I feel this is the future, because students with learning differences turn into adults with learning differences. And so they have to learn how to function in society, and not everybody can work from 9 to 5 and march to that beat. So
I'm so glad you said that, because that's so true. And something he said today also, to piggyback on that, he said that the kids, when they leave, well, I'm talking about middle school to high school, if a lot of them decide to go back to brick and mortar, and he said they're way more prepared than the kids that have been in brick and mortar, because they know how to manage their time. Like, she's by being on a pace chart, she's managing her time. She knows she has to get something done, through it this week or whatever. So she's learning like that stuff, improving on executive functioning skills and all those things, which, and then he said, even when they go on to college, which I don't know if they go to college, but whatever, that they're so much more prepared than the kids that have just been in four walls. Also, they have a little more time to be kids, and okay, you're chiming in. Sorry.
I'm trying to help you, Mom. All I want to do is help her.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so that demonstration shows how a student was able to move ahead with her calculus, because she was doing well in that. And they still have this availability to the teachers if they're not learning. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
One of the
I'm so
challenges
glad
that-
you spoke up, because I'm just really concerned that things are going to blow up next week. I mean, from everything that I'm seeing, I don't think this whole let's force all the teachers to come back next week is going to go over real well.
No.
I know. I just heard about that from him when I was talking to him today, the principal of BVS. I didn't even know that.
Wow, I didn't know that either just now. Broward Virtual, by the way, has a screening, and they will screen out our ESE kids. They will screen them out. Broward Virtual will, but not Florida Virtual. So
Yeah.
just watch out with Broward Virtual, because some of them, some of our kids will not make it to that. My kid got screened out, so I couldn't get him into Broward Virtual, unfortunately. And I know this is on record. So I'm sorry, I'm sharing something that's maybe confidential, but Florida Virtual will actually allow him to do a flex program, versus Broward Virtual. I don't know, maybe the guidance counselors are screening. That's not entirely legal, by the way. So we need to talk with Jackie about this screening process that Broward Virtual is having, because they should not be. They're a public education school. They're a public school. And they should not be screening out our kids.
Wow, thank you for sharing that, because
Yeah.
that's the concern.
That is.
I
that
I
is.
did not know that. All
Yeah.
I know is that they took her IEP and that they're having somebody call us to make sure she has whatever accommodation she needs. So that's
Nothing would surprise me though, because I've seen some things that just make your toes curl. So nothing, I mean,
yeah,
nothing
exactly.
surprises me anymore.
Mm.
But no,
I
I'm
thought-
glad you let me know. I mean, that's something we should definitely hop on if that's been an issue.
Yeah, that has been.
Yeah.
an issue.
I mean,
can-
Cody's
can-
doing fantastic where he is. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that they don't make his teacher go away because she can't come back to school.
I'm in the
He's
same
doing,
boat.
he's doing fantastic.
Same boat. I have A's and B's on report cards for both kids, and I have one at home and one, like a teacher at home and a teacher at school. So either way, I'm gonna lose one if they make them do this.
Can you get? No,
Yeah.
no.
So it's just it's hard. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm really next week's gonna be the telltale. That's why I'm thinking we may need to add another meeting in between this meeting and next. And if we do, I'm thinking this may be what we need to add in, is to give people some other options. So I'll get in touch and we'll figure out what we're gonna need to do here. My
Not to
dog's
get off topic. Are we doing anything for oh my god, autism awareness?
Proclamation, all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we're not
As far as I know, I haven't been contacted yet. I mean, Gary hasn't said anything, and
well, last year it got scrapped because of COVID.
right.
Here, who knows if it's gonna be virtual or not. I was just thinking about it because it's not that far off.
Dog.
I'll send a message to Gary. I'm probably gonna we have no idea, but I'll just plant a bug in his ear to see kind of what they're thinking about. Because who knows?
Sorry, guys, I have an appointment to have to run to, but
Well, it's good to see you.
I'll stay in touch.
And Sharmila, you are always welcome at our executive board meetings. We love hearing fresh points of view. It's always incredibly refreshing. So anytime, please feel free to hop in, because
Thank you for sharing it. Mhm.
we need extra points of view. So thank you.
You're welcome. Just a quick introduction. I am a teaching artist, and I focus on arts integration with STEAM and SEL. And I specifically focus with special needs because I too have unseen disability. And like I said, I was a child with special learning needs that turned into adult with special learning needs. And I'm living proof of how difficult it is to survive if the public school system lets you down. I mean, I've adapted, but I feel like we could do better. So that's who I am in a nutshell.
I feel, and that's why I tell my son all the time. I mean, because I have the most raging ADHD you can possibly imagine.
Yeah.
My kids come by it honestly. My youngest has severe autism, and then my oldest is also severe ADHD with anxiety as well. So I always laugh. I'm like, honey, you come by it honestly. So, I get trying to navigate through the school system and how frustrating it can be, and all of that. And when you are an adult with special needs and dealing with kids with special needs, you get it a lot more than someone who doesn't. And it gives you a much better perspective. And I think it's a much healthier way to it helps you. I don't know, my brain's rambling because I've had way too much going on.
Good to meet you, Sharmila. Thank you so much.
Same here, and thank you for speaking up about the screening, because there's ways to screen adults too. You were apprehensive about bringing that up, but it was extremely important that you bring that up.
Thank you. Yes, we'll continue. I'll follow up with ESE advisor on that for sure, because we cannot have that. We cannot have our kids get screened out and not have access to resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
guys, sorry, I have to run. Go,
Danilo. You can always let me know if there's anything else going on. Is there anything else we needed to cover before next meeting or next executive meeting?
is our dates all on the Facebook page? Like, is that
Yes, if
way
not,
for me to
you
find
guys-
it?
Oh,
Okay.
you know what?
I've been trying to I've been updating my calendar for the new
I will
year. and so
post
I was
it
like,
again.
oh, I need to look for them.
I'll repost
So I was like, are they there? And I was
I'll
like, let me
repost-
ask.
I'll repost it so you don't have to go digging for it.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Thanks. Yeah, I've been
You
trying
know how that
just trying
goes,
to
so-
organize myself the best I can to fit all the, being home with kids all the time it takes away from a lot of things that I used to do. So I mean,
No,
that's the easiest way is to stay as organized as possible. So
and I don't even want to talk about how much weight I've gained from not even being able to make it to the gym.
yes, I know.
So like when you guys see me and I'm like 7 pant sizes bigger, no one's allowed to say anything. We're all just going to ignore that fact, okay? So, okay, well, let's just keep marching on.
Oh, and Jen, one other question. I
Yes,
saw
ma'am.
you posted on EBD for tonight.
Yes.
Do they have is it parents of younger age as well? Like it's all mixed?
Oh, yeah.
right?
EBD is
Oh,
all,
okay.
it's kindergarten or pre-K all the way up. So, and EBD
Okay.
covers everything from ADHD to even more severe issues as well.
Yeah, I would love to listen to, I guess,
Yeah.
a lot on the
And
focus.
that's why that's what
what,
gets some
what
people
parents
confused.
do or what,
Yeah, some people think that
Mhm.
EBD is only the more severe stuff, and it covers. 'Cause
Correct.
tonight is going to be covering ADHD and why am I brain farting?
Isn't it doing something with dyslexia too?
Executive functioning. So tonight, and see, I can't even think. Executive
Yeah, I need to be on that one.
and ADHD. So my two big things I have issues with. So
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I didn't know that. I'm gonna see if I can
yeah,
get
so
on.
it'll be a really good meeting tonight that I think most of us could benefit from. I think most adults.
Yeah, I never get a chance to go in. And so I was like, I have to ask because I'm sure it's for all ages.
Yeah,
And,
and that's why-
I mean, there's different things. So
Yeah, I tell people all the time,
Okay.
all exceptionalities could usually benefit from a lot of the
Right.
meetings that even like
sure.
Down syndrome has. A lot of those meetings are good for all exceptionalities and not just Down syndrome.
Right.
So, yeah, we'll come tonight because, of course, I'll be hosting it because it's on Zoom.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I host all the Zoom meetings.
I have to toss you up between that and Shay's mental.
Oh, I love Shay. She's the most she is just the most chill person on the
She
planet.
is. I really
Love
like
it.
her. And she went back to her mental moments tonight. So I'm
I
like,
love
oh,
her.
they're both at the same time. And I'm
Oh,
like, yeah,
well, and she changed her time. I've had this,
I know.
but I love her. No, you can go hang out with Shay. Her meeting's quick. So go hang out
I
with Shay
know.
and tell her
Yeah,
I will be there.
it's great. I know.
Yeah, I
I'm
need to
sure.
hang out with Shay
Actually,
too.
she's really good though. So like, I'm gonna tell her that maybe if she wants to like check with one of us or something before she sets her next like set of dates
I just didn't think about it. Tell her to check
or a
with me, 'cause I
time.
usually schedule all that stuff. So tell her.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I
I'll tell
love
her.
Shay to death, and I think she's the most wonderful person.
Yes, she does a good
Quite
job.
Adorable. Have you seen how cute they are together?
Yeah, I
Oh my
have.
gosh.
It's cute.
She is adorable. I love her. She is just
Yeah.
awesome.
It's good, and I think that a lot of people don't go to that mental moments, but it's real right now. I think every parent needs some of that. So
I'm glad you said
even if
it's
they go-
restarted. I didn't realize so.
Yeah, it started back tonight. Tonight's the first night back. So
Yeah, no, she's
uh,
wonderful. She's amazing. I think like we could have like every other of our meetings be like Shay coming on and making everyone relax because that girl is so chill.
I gotta go, you guys. It was nice to see your faces.
Touch
You
base
too.
with you either
Take
tomorrow or
care.
the next day, and we'll try and get in touch. So go. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. I'm exhausted. I should probably eat something before the meeting tonight.
I just got the letter.
You got the
What
letter?
letter?
What does it say? Okay, now you got to share.
You want to not record this part?
Okay, here. Okay. All right. This meeting is officially concluded.
Officially
Okay.
over.
Now I'm just gonna hit the